What's up, guys? It's James, and I am in Versailles, outside of Paris. You can see it in the background here. Today's been a bit of an interesting day. I've been dealing with some emotions, and I just want to tell you guys about an idea I had that everything that we deal with life, or everything that we do in our life, is a program to help us relieve a feeling of lack or pain or to fill some kind of void. And I get nervous about saying everything, but when I think about it, everything is kind of like a program. We go into it with an expectation. We buy something or we do something, we participate in a program, we learn something. We get on the internet, we try a new experience. It's all to experience something to fill this gap. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that at all, because it's what makes life interesting, and why else would we want to do interesting things in life? But I will say that that for those activities, those programs that we decide to engage in, that we're trying to help us feel alive or try to make us feel something, I think that it's actually that we don't even need those programs. It's that our life has a force about it, an energy that goes up and down and up and down. And when we're born, we breathe in, and when we die, we breathe out. And throughout life, it's this continual process of breathing in and out. And I think that energy, that life energy, exists independent of the actions or the programs that we take on or any of that stuff. I think that it flows naturally. And I think that also that life energy is very, very strong, and that by deciding to engage in certain programs to help fill up the gap that we, the natural ego or the pain that we feel for being alive, that we negate that life energy. So, for example, if we have a drug or alcohol or caffeine, or I'm traveling, and it's very stimulating. It wakes us up, it makes us experience all these things. That overrides the natural strong energy that's being emanated from us anyway. That doesn't have anything to do with being social. It has more to do with just feeling within ourselves that great energy that gets us there. That's what's I think it's very about meditation. It's also important. But when we meditate, we connect with that deeper life energy that's always present. And on the surface, it flows up and down and up and down, and emotions change. And I think that a lot of people, like I said, are chasing states. They're trying to find the happy state. And I remember, at least when I was drinking, when I used to drink, that yeah, of course, like the alcohol would always make the night interesting, but not always for the better. Sometimes some nights I would be sad, or some nights I would be elated, and it seemed to not, if I drank or not, didn't really have an effect. Until I stopped drinking, I realized this as well, that some nights are great and some nights are not, and it's really hard to figure out why. And same thing with swimming. I used to do supplements, and sometimes I would take supplements and they wouldn't help me. I just have my energy went, that surface level energy went beyond that day, and it wasn't until I stopped taking supplements and I connected with that deeper energy that I was able to really use that and to move forward in a very powerful way. But it really could, I think that you have to ask yourself how you feel in each situation that you enter, like to flow like water through life. When you enter a situation, you have to consider how you feel and to connect with that deeper source, rather than pinging around chasing the state that you think you desire, that surface level state, but to connect with that deeper level. And I think that's it's a really interesting thing to do. And I was talking earlier about sexual energy. I think that abstaining from sex is a way to access this, at least the sexual energy part of it, because like I said, you need some way to release that energy into the world. And if you're just finding it through ejaculation, for example, or you're just finding that through high sugary foods or drugs or caffeine or experiences, then you're not. I can't remember what I was saying. If you're just trying to find your state through these things, then you're not connecting with that deeper self, I guess. So I guess that's all I really wanted to say today. I hope that makes sense. It's just that, again, everyone is always chasing states, trying to find these high, really energetic situations, but for the most part, we have a life energy that flows independent of that. And whether or not we feel happy or sad or full of energy or not full of energy doesn't have to do with the things that we consume or the programs that we try out or any of that. It really just has to do with our heart beating and the breath that's constantly moving. That's not something that we can control. So my advice would be to live your life and have fun. So take care, guys, and nice talking to you today.